morning to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for joining us at this moment. Good morning to you. God bless you. Thank you so much once again. Please, please share this video for us, guys. We are about to have a great time. God bless you, Emmanuel. Thank you so much for joining in. Kindly share the video for us. Kindly thank you all so much who are joining in. Oh, God bless you, Naomi. Thank you, thank you. Listen, we're about to discuss a very important topic, okay? Good morning to you, Sister Angie. God bless you. Good morning. Call a soldier. Oh, thank you, Michael. Please call a soldier. Invite somebody to join in today's broadcast. We are about to. God bless you, Sister Betty. God bless you. You know, today we're going to go into something very, very important. Listen to me. This time, I don't even get it. People are going way, way too far in how they resist and refuse to understand, and it blows my mind. People need to be able to come to their understanding, because sometimes you can't just be going too far like that. But before we go into deep convo with Reverend Dr. Abbeam, so please, good morning, Denny. How are you doing, please?
By God's grace, I'm doing very well. I can't wait for tomorrow to come, because the program is going to be powerful. The things we are hearing,
Yes.
phone calls that are coming,
Yes.
it tells me that tomorrow will be something else.
Wow.
The soldiers are ready.
That's right.
People of God are ready. Enough is enough.
That's right.
This is
That's
the
right.
time for us to say enough is enough.
Enough is
Every
enough.
problem that is occurring, reoccurring, must stop. It must
It
cease.
must. It must. Thank you so much. Already somebody is telling us how much they love your jeans. And his name is Cabnat Shrek. Prophet, I love your jeans. Thank you. But please, we really need to talk about this. We need to have a discussion about this. Before we go ahead, I want to let you know, listen, it blows my mind why people are refusing to understand that certainly there is something that is called a covenant. And I thank God that you set a program. And this program is starting from tomorrow, the 25th, 6 p.m. through to Saturday, 6 p.m. And then on Sunday is 10 a.m. So as you have just joined in, thank you once again. Do me a favor and share this video, please. Let this video bless somebody. Let this video transform a life. And I will always let you know that somebody get a testimony from someone else sharing the video to them. Thank you so much. God bless you, Sister Mami. Thank you for joining in. You guys are just amazing. Invite somebody, because now we need it to be understood. You can't just go to that. We need to understand. Daddy, please, you've been talking about covenant this week so far. We've been discussing about how a covenant, this agreement that comes between a persons, when it gets sour. We want to know from you, how does it deal with a person? How does that negative covenant deal with one person? Because it's serious. We've spoken about different types.
You see, one thing that the society must understand is that covenant is good. Covenant is good.
Yes.
But it depends on whom you are cutting your covenant with.
Okay.
And when the covenant is automatically, it comes with consequences.
Okay.
In everything that we do, there is casualties. So when the covenant becomes sour, as you call it, as we say, the negative covenant, when it goes sour, per whatever that is within the covenant, that it has the negative and the positive. So therefore, if we break up, the evil things that we say, perhaps if we break up, this is what will happen, they will surely happen.
Definitely. Okay.
They will surely happen, and if you are not careful, and you don't look into yourself and look at certain things, and you don't work yourself out, before you realize, it will consume you or destroy you. You see, nations goes into covenant.
Mm.
Somebody who's watching us for the first time, I just want them to understand that when we talk about covenant, covenant simply means, two people, or more coming into an agreement.
Okay.
Okay, two people or more coming into an agreement legally. So basically, everybody is right of the agreement. They are aware of the agreement. They understand the agreement. So they have come together to say that they want to set up this agreement. Now, when the agreement is set up, it can bring joy or bring, calamities. So basically, that's how it looks like. Now, one thing I just want the people to understand is that, like for instance, somebody like the book of Genesis, Jacob and Laban, that is the in-law, okay, his own in-law. They came into an agreement that for 7 years, sir, I'm going to serve you for 7 years, and then you will give me a wife. For 7 years.
That was the agreement.
That was the agreement. And then you see, sometimes per the one you have agreed with is the problem. The man saw that the agreement is working effectively on his behalf, which is the in-law. Agreement is working. He's getting whatever he needs to get from, Jacob. Yet, there's going to be a time that Jacob also will reap from the agreement. So when the time came for Jacob to reap from the agreement that was set down, somehow the in-law Laban did not allow Jacob to enjoy. Rather, kept Rachel. So his motive was to keep the young man into that agreement. So this man was a con man. And somehow, at the end of the day, he delivered, Leah to Jacob. Now, delivering Leah to Jacob, it was an agreement. Gone are the days, those times, the agreement has broke an agreement. What happened is that when you sleep with a woman that has never been slept with before, you broke a woman's virginity. The agreement that was set down was this: that woman becomes your wife completely.
Okay.
So before Jacob would say Jack, he had broken an agreement with Leah. Yes, through sleeping together, through intercourse.
Okay.
Although that is not what he wanted. Although it was not something that he had planned for. According to the scriptures, the place was dark. He had drank some stuff. So he was not in his own rightful mind. And because, you see, the one he has an agreement with was a con man, has his own strategic way of keeping Jacob in the same agreement. He now find a way by turning Jacob upside down. So the agreement became sour. That's not what Jacob wants anyway. Jacob's agreement was, if I serve you for 7 years, you will give me your daughter Leah. So that's why Jacob was not able to, you give me your wife, your daughter Rachel. But Leah was given. Jacob could have said, I don't want, Leah. But the point is that there was a very powerful agreement that, how do I call it? Covenant.
That is unbreakable.
That was unbreakable. These days, many men, including me, many men, including the brother who is watching me here, they are breaking women's virginity without marrying them. And they will tell you that the Bible says that you should marry one. You should marry one. You understand? But you are cutting an agreement. You are cutting a covenant which has its consequences. And the point is that whatever we do, it has a spiritual, connotations. So you ought to be extra careful. You see, he said, and the two shall be one. Where you come to a point of becoming one. When you have a sex with one person, the two of you become one. You've connected yourself to the soul of the other. You've connected your spirit to the soul of the other. Sexually, if you have HIV and I sleep with you, God forbid, I will contact the same thing. That's the same thing that happens in a spiritual principle. Connecting myself with you automatically can cause chaotic things. A lot of people don't know this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, Daddy. I mean, it is already insightful as we have began. Listen, guys, we are talking about negative covenants. We're talking about negative covenants. And be sure, as you have joined in, I can see you guys. Thank you already. They're saying very deep message. Good morning. Powerful topic. Oh, wow. It's very insightful. We are discussing about negative covenants. Reverend Dr. Abbeam Ampumadanso. And I want to remind you just right now that there is a reason why we are discussing this topic. From tomorrow, which is the 25th of this month, from tomorrow, 6 p.m., as you have joined in, I want to remind you, 6 p.m. tomorrow, we are having a program called Breaking Negative Covenants. And it's going to go through to Sunday. So Thursday, 6 p.m., Friday, 6 p.m., Saturday, 6 p.m., and then on Sunday is 10 a.m. at 777 Old Kent Road, SE15 1NZ. We are still discussing Breaking Negative Covenants with Reverend Dr. Abbeam Ampumadan. So, Daddy, so you said that some people don't know that they are under covenants. Yesterday, you also stated that it can be your forefathers, people that have come ahead of you, that have created a covenant for you. Now, as you talked about someone like Jacob, Leah, Rachel, did it repeat later down in their line?
Yeah. You see, let me say this. I'll repeat myself once again.
Yes, please.
Society must understand that when you say covenant, everybody feels very scared of covenant. You know, religiously, covenant is a very powerful word. But when you come to the secular way of saying covenant, it simply means agreement. We live in this world per agreement. To agree, having an agreement with a person simply means connecting yourself. Let me just put it in this way. Connecting yourself to somebody. That's how we live. Without an agreement, we can never live in peace. There has been so many agreements that have been set. Perhaps, like for instance, somebody like us, there is an agreement that is going on at this particular time. If you look at Great Britain, Brexit, they had already agreed before some of us came into this country. There has been an agreement long time ago concerning Britain being part of Europe. And it is helping others. And some people are sitting down believing that, you know what, we don't not think that that agreement is okay, so therefore we are standing against the agreement. We must cut the agreement. I want people to understand. So Britain has a covenant with Europe, and now as they want to break the covenant, it's like you being married to somebody and you want to now divorce. When somebody wants to divorce, it is not a simple matter. It brings wrath, it brings chaos, it brings so much. Because when the agreement came, your life changes. And change is not just easy. When the divorce is coming, it causes so much.
Okay.
You understand? So when we are talking about negative covenant here, so as Great Britain has sat down and assessed themselves that this covenant they have had with Europe is not beneficial to them, so they want to come out. You can attest, as I'm talking to you now, that it is affecting Europe and it is affecting the United Kingdom.
It is. It sure is.
It's affecting their work. It is affecting the families. It is affecting the government. It's affecting everybody. As long as you are in. You were not the one that went to cut that covenant. But because you are in, you are part of it.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
This is the biggest problem that a lot of people do not know.
Wow. And you know, it reminds me because yesterday somebody asked the question, oh, the country I'm living in, can it affect my blessings?
Big time. No, forget about blessings. Can it affect me negatively?
Yes.
In the sense of covenant.
Yes.
Blessing is also another thing. It's a different thing altogether. It's a different thing altogether. So these are some of the things that we ought to look into when it comes to covenant. Somebody says, oh, the blood of Jesus has cleansed. No, you see, covenant is covenant. It has nothing to do. Listen, Jesus even coming to save mankind. And listen, mankind must understand this. Jesus coming is to save the souls of men, not the body of men.
Jesus, come on. Come on.
I want people to get this.
Come on.
Jesus did not come to, save our body, this flesh. No, we need this flesh in this world for a little while, for the souls to grow and to wait for their time that God will call them. But this body, Jesus did not save the body. And so you can do anything good that you want to do in this life. You will not be taken to heaven like Jesus Christ or like Enoch. No. Your body will be rotten because the body is already dead. So Bishop, that you are telling people that you think you are so holy. So you want to save this body. No, the body will not be saved. It is already been condemned. So Jesus coming to save, he came to save the souls of men. That's why I am always after the souls.
Wow.
Yes, souls of men. And the Bible clearly says that a day will come in which he will give us a new body. A new body.
Yes,
that our soul, he will give us a new dress, a new body that our soul will live in. Your soul cannot live without a proper body. Without a body. Yes. You see? So basically that is the point. Okay? So when we talk about covenant, we are living in this world, whether you have the Holy Spirit, whether you have whatever, without cutting a covenant, you can't live in this world. We have to agree today for this to go on social media. With the team, we agreed that we will work up this time and we will do this and do this. If there is no agreement between me and you, we wouldn't have done it. We wouldn't have done it. Okay? Agreement, let me just also think this way. It is compromising yourself to succumb or to accept something that other person wants us to do.
Wow. Would you say that is what happened to Jacob?
Yes.
Because he had to compromise the situation.
Even at work, because there is Leah. And you see, there is benefits in every covenant.
Come on.
In every covenant, there is benefit. But it can be a beneficial to you good way or bad way. Somebody must listen to this.
I'm listening to this.
It can be beneficial to you in a good way or bad way.
There is benefits.
Benefits.
Okay. Please take us through it.
In every covenant. As we are here, people are seeing you.
Right.
Isn't it?
Yes, please.
So people are seeing your face. They are getting, that is your benefit.
Okay.
So if you did not decide to come and sit on this chair by asking me questions,
yes, please.
today nobody will have seen you.
I get that. Okay. Okay.
And people seeing you is a direct benefit you have.
Wow.
So if our followers, those who are watching us, if they are not loving people, okay, and they were insulting us, you would have received some.
That's very true.
If the people who are watching us, if one of them watches you and it touches their heart, and the person says, "Oh, I want to send you £1,000 to go and do shopping because the dressing that you are bringing on, I don't like it. I like some colors."
Oh wow.
You would have had benefit.
Oh wow. Okay. Please, you guys, be sure to let us enjoy the benefits. God bless you. No, but I do understand where you're coming from. Wow, this is amazing. In every covenant, there is a benefit, and it can be negative or positive. What covenant have you found yourself in, and do you know what benefits it carries, whether it's positive or negative? Please invite somebody to join us as we're discussing with Reverend Dr. Abbeam and Pumadan. So we're still talking about negative covenants. Daddy, please continue. Talk to us.
So yesterday, you see, I was saying that we should be extra careful of whom we cut a covenant with. And we must be vigilant. We must know whom we are talking to, discussing with.
Yes,
I mean, Adam and Eve didn't know that the serpent they are dealing with was a demon himself, was a devil himself. Thinking that this person is helping me. All he said was, "Have you seen that fruit? Steer it and eat it." It's by words. So we have verbal contract. Verbal. An agreement between two and or more. Verbally, we agreed. And it is a law, legal bind. Yes.
Honestly, when we say these things, I hope somebody is, learning something. Oh, God bless you, Bismarck the Joke. Thank you for tuning in. Please be sure to invite other people and also share the video. Daddy, your son is online. Your son is online. Please, as we're talking with Reverend Dr. Abbeam and so you just said something. When we're in the covenant, I wonder what exactly looks like. Okay, I want to say it this way. You've shown us different types of covenants and how it works. But for one to identify themselves directly, it becomes, because some people will be like, oh, it's a coincidence. Like you gave us an example of some of how your uncles were palm wine tappers and some people can't build and but some people see everything. They take things so easy in life. And they'll just be like, oh, that's a coincidence. That only happened to my this. But we need to acknowledge that, like you said, they're going too far. So they can't even understand. They're refusing to understand or identify themselves with the situation that, okay, I better take a seat back and analyze myself and see that something has gone wrong somewhere.
Let me say this, and I believe that some people will understand. human beings must understand that coming to this world, we came to meet.
We came to meet. I hope somebody got
I am
that.
talking about Adam and Eve.
Okay.
Coming into this world, they came to meet. Before they came, there was. Yes. There was God and the devil. Before they came into this world.
Open my eyes.
It's the same thing applies to everybody who's watching you.
Okay.
So before you came into this world, there was something. So therefore, when you are walking, open your eyes.
Jesus.
Don't just walk. Covenant is something to do with reality life. Covenant is something to do with day-to-day living.
Oh God.
Okay? Agreement, as we have been saying. We cannot live together without an agreement. When we agree, that's when we can live. So, I have agreed to be part of you. I have agreed to meet you every day. Somebody has agreed that because I've seen that this guy always passes this place, I will never pass there. My decision, agreement is within decision making. Okay? So therefore, when you have not decided and somebody makes a decision for you, you ought to be very careful of what decision the person has made for you. But before the person making that decision for you, there was a decision you made that brought you into that state of life or that state of mind for the person to make that decision for you. And that thing is called will.
Wow.
Yeah. Joseph was given a drink to drink and be drunk. Yet, Joseph could have said to Laban that, you know what, Laban, I don't want to drink. It is not my king. You understand? But he drank. After he has got drunk, he ended up getting the wrong woman. But when he was cutting the covenant, his eyes was open the first time, but the second time he was too trusted. Some people they trust too much. They trust people too much. Do you know that we live in a world that a lot of people don't even know whom they should be loyal to? So basically, these are some of the problems that they face. And before you realize, you've cut some covenant or you've set up an agreement that you are not supposed to be. Do you know that many people set some agreement? I mean, most musicians and most actors. But at that time, you just want some, hand to mouth. Some small hand to mouth. So because of that, they will bring the agreement. Oh, don't worry. If I sing and you eat the money, all I want is that I want to go to the show. I want to be in the show. I want people to hear and see me. So before you realize, this particular person has found himself in want. He's been abused. And then his eyes opens and says, hey, no, I don't want that agreement again. And then at that time, the agreement is binding you. We have footballers that has set up a agreement that at first they look at the circumstances of the day and they found themselves in that point. But as long as you set up that agreement or that covenant, it's going to work against you. He said there's a question.
Wow. We're 30 minutes into our live session. We have a question. Do covenants always come with a sacrifice? Do covenants always come with a sacrifice?
Yes.
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 How, please?
You see, covenant takes away your will. So you give. Covenant takes away your will, yes, and takes what has been agreed per whom are, involved with that covenant. That's what happens. Covenant takes your will.
Okay, so it's a sacrifice. It takes away your will.
Yeah.
Depending on the people you're involved
With.
But why would my will be taken?
If your will is not being taken, it's not covenant.
That's where the compromisation comes in.
That's when the compromisation comes.
Wow. Okay. Wow. So covenant takes away
your
will.
So
and
you
that
have
is
to
what you have to
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
Yes.
My goodness, what an answer. Wow. Somebody's now coming to ask a question that we have, we've dealt with. But we'll still answer it. That's charity. Can you have a covenant through a dress?
I think we spoke about it.
This is what I was
even wig.
Mm-hmm.
Even wig. Or car, taking somebody's car. You can cut a serious covenant. Yes. Why this question is even people goes to, let me come into the what do you call it, the secular aspect of things.
Okay.
People go to certain shops and say, the shop can even say that we want you to always wear our dresses so that you do advert for us. So that all the time you do advert for us. Wow. We don't want to see you wearing anybody's dress. Then you sign. That's the covenant right there. That's an agreement right there. Perhaps, every agreement comes with a consequence. Yes.
Every agreement comes with consequences.
Yes.
What are some of the consequences we have to look out for?
It's per the agreement.
Okay. So, because mainly we're dealing with negative covenants, I really want to tackle what
the negative side of it.
because to be honest with you, we have cut so many covenants. Well, I will say personally myself, I've cut so many covenants with people based on the teachings. I'm realizing that, girl, take your time. Don't go too far. Don't do this because
most comes with bitterness. If it is negative, it brings bitterness. It brings wrath.
Yeah.
It brings pain. And then that's when you feel being misused.
Yeah.
That's when you feel rejected. That's when you feel that this person, I need to do something to this one.
Come on.
Because it's trying to make me feel, bad.
Yeah. Abena said, it's not fair how some covenants work against you when you're oblivious to that covenant in the first place.
It's not fair,
really
but the point is that you should try and look into it. Now, like for instance, somebody like Gideon. Gideon, in the first place, was an innocent young man. The Bible says that the Israelites had a covenant between God and themselves, and they went against the covenant of God, that they should not have any other God except God the Almighty. And because they went away from God, somehow God supported some other, towns and countries to come against the children of Israel, to show them something that you've broken my covenant. And so there were children, there were other people, and these people were being abused by the other countries. And Gideon happened to be a young man. And so, being a young man, God now revealed himself to him that the only person who can set up the new covenant with me and bring the mindset of the people back into the agreement that we have all this while is you, Gideon. And so, what should I do? He said, what you need to do is risking yourself, sacrificing yourself, not what you normally do, but what you don't do all this while. So now the point was, Gideon's life was in danger by going to his father's house. One, to take his father's sheep, which is not his, because that is the request. Two, destroying his father's property and the entire town's property brought very serious chaos. If he was in his rightful mind by his will, he wouldn't have done that. Yet he had to do it because the covenant that he's cutting requires all those things. And so you need to now give yourself as a sacrifice. Then you get the benefit of that covenant.
Wow. I think you have practically answered this question. Emmanuel asked, if it takes your will, can it affect God's will in your life too?
That's why if it is negative, yes, it can. If it's positive, if it is positive, no.
Wow.
Yes.
That is, if it's negative, then definitely it will take away God's will.
It can.
It can.
Yes.
It can take God's will away.
Yes.
Wow. That's doomsday. That is definitely doomsday. but I'm still I want to let somebody know the reason why we are discussing about this particular topic. We are talking about breaking negative covenants. Breaking negative covenant. We are sharing and interacting with Reverend Dr. Abbeam Ampamadan. So if you have any questions, feel free to type your questions in the comments box. Also, if you have any contribution and stuff, you can let us know. Lines are going to be open very shortly, and you will be able to call in through, and Prophet will pray with you. But the main reason why, like I said, why we're talking about this is because from tomorrow, the 25th of April through to the 28th of April, at the 3rd floor on top of Carphone Warehouse, 777 Old Kent Road, SE15 1NZ, we will be there to break negative covenants. There's a question Charity is asking, how do you break negative covenant? This is why the program is set for you, Charity. This program, I hope to see you from Thursday to Sunday. I don't want you to miss a day. How to break negative covenants. Definitely there's an oracle in our midst, and he will be unleashing how to break negative covenants. Please be sure to invite somebody as we are discussing. Share the video. Please share the video. Share the video. God richly bless you. Thank you very much. Yes. I hope I've not missed any questions so far. I haven't missed any questions. Yes. Okay then. Yes, please, Prophet. Talk to us. Angel says, don't let anyone stop you from coming to the program. Definitely not. Do not let anybody stop you from coming to the program. I break every negative covenant. That's right. That's the spirit. That's the fire. Prophet, I miss you, sir. From Richard Ankoma.
Well, I miss you too.
Daddy, your message is very deep. I was blessed when you came to Apostle Hackman's church.
Oh wow.
Amen.
My greetings to Apostle. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Richard
Ankuma.
Okay.
God richly bless you. We are still talking about breaking a negative covenant. And me, one thing it scares me a lot, especially when it comes to women. Yesterday, we talked about how there is a language the body speaks, but the mouth does not speak it.
Mm-hmm.
And that covenant happens without us knowing. So the environment in which we're in can have a covenant. Oh, okay. We have a question. I'm gonna come to that. Why does a negative covenant? Why?
Yeah, I love you too.
Please lay down for me. Abena, why does a negative covenant stand even after the death of the person that made it initially?
You see, covenant. Let me just to somebody who's watching it. Covenant, grow into a point that it becomes a system and it becomes our way of living. That's what happens. So you will be born into it, and then that is what you know of. That's where came to see what do you call it? 82, 83, 83 in Ghana. There was something seriously that happened. You don't know. We had a particular fish. It was called a refua. A refua. Up to date, I wish I could get some. I realized that fish is a fish that you don't have to be eating. It had a teeth that it can bite you. There was famine, a serious famine, and because of that famine, farmers, fishermen will go to the fish and they will not get fish. So they will, eventually get those sort of fishes to sell. Okay, the skin is so, hard. Okay, and then we had something called Tom Brown. Tom Brown, that was coming from USA, so it was given to us. We had something called atoko. We had something called wheat. And those days, they were giving us these things. I remember, it was given to us because of the situation that we were in. Okay? There was famine. That was why. Now, it was given to us because there was a covenant between Ghana and America. Okay. So, although if it was a beneficial to us, there was a covenant. We grew to know those things. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, please.
Now, so what I'm saying is that when you grow, right now, there is a characters that are changing at this particular time. Changing in the children, youth, everybody. Because there has been some form of covenant that has been cut. We have Beijing, something Beijing. That's where they went and the whole world, UN, agreed that women must matter in the sense that equality. So women's agenda was cut. Okay, so right now, if you look at how women are now speaking boldly and all that, it's a covenant that a group of people went to set up. Right now, you can see that in schools, they are now trying to put an agenda, some form of agenda of we must equality, so we must accept gay and all that. It is a covenant that has been cut somewhere. And maybe you may not like a gay act, but because that covenant is set, it will be imposed on you.
Okay. Yeah.
So the person, there was an issue that happened. HIV was not in Africa. It was created.
Oh, really?
Yes. And when they went to West Africa, and specifically Nigeria, a particular person who was the minister of what do you call it? Health. The young man agreed that they should use it on them as a test. Okay, it happened recently in West Africa once again. Ebola. They came to Ghana that the Ghanaian government should accept for them to test some of the Ghanaians, inject them with Ebola. Then that time there was former President Mahama. So they were going to what do you call it? Your place, what do you call it? Water region. And the Votarians rose up and said, no, they will not agree. Okay? So they did not agreed. If they did, that sickness would have come. So HIV, as I'm talking to you, the person who cut that agreement is dead and gone. People are experiencing HIV. They are going through per the virus. So you see, when we talk about agreement, it become, normal that men live with.
And that leads to a statement you made earlier on, that before you came, there was.
There was.
Before you came, there was. Amazing. And we have a comment from Dion Mutsa. She says, the previous programs of breaking negative covenant, it made me to realize that I should be careful of who I give to, because your greatness can be quenched, or financially things can become hard. Know who you give to.
Calm down, there's somebody crying there. Okay, that's good.
Oh yeah, I think that's a reaction to the question. What does a covenant? Why does a negative covenant stand even after the death of the person that made it initially? Why is that so? Angel says, dead are gone and people are still experiencing it. Yes, they are. Right now, the phone lines have been opened. The phone lines have been opened. The number to call is 0744 805 8842. I repeat, 0744 805 8842. Yes. Naomi asked a question. Can a person be born into a covenant? I think you have just joined in, but I believe the question, the answer to that is yes. Yes. Can a person be born into a covenant? Yes, please. A person can be born into a covenant, knowingly or unknowingly. Mostly it's unknowingly, isn't it? Because you just get born into it. Yes, please. Yes. Do we have any calls yet? No, nobody's called yet. The number to call is 0744 805 8842. I repeat, 0744 805 8842. We are still talking about breaking negative covenant. Breaking negative covenant. And the reason why I would like to repeat this again, the reason why we are talking about breaking negative covenant is because a program has been set down for you and I, to come and meet with a prophet, an oracle of God that has been released and mandated for our generation at this time. That all these negative covenants that we have cut, that we have been born into, that is working against us, that is operating against us, that is not allowing us to function the way we ought to function. There is a program that has been set on the Old Kent Road, 777 Old Kent Road, SE15 1NZ. This is why we are discussing breaking negative covenant. Breaking negative covenant. There is a very hold on. Breaking negative covenant. Yes. We have another comment from Dion Mutsa. Your giving can make you to have a negative covenant without you knowing. Therefore, always assess and know whom you're giving to. It's not everyone you should give to. Something, yes, he goes, wise words I learned from my Reverend Father, Reverend Dr. Abbeam Sir, during last year's program, Breaking Negative Covenant. Please do not miss it, for you will acquire more knowledge on how to deal with negative covenants in your life. From this Thursday 25th through to Sunday. From the 25th, tomorrow, Thursday, 6 p.m. We have a caller. Hello, caller.
Good morning, Daddy. Thank you so much for the teaching that you've dropped on us this morning. I feel like I've learned a lot. But I have one question, please. I wasn't born a Christian, and so before I was saved, I was actually a Muslim, and so I was worshipping another God, and I believed that I had a covenant with the God that I was worshipping at the time, which is Allah. And I wanted to ask, how can I ensure that I have to be broken that covenant with that God?
How can you ensure that you are completely breaking the covenant with the God, the other God that you were serving?
Yes.
Okay. It's by your action and it's by your works and how you live at this time.
Okay.
So your works, and the results that you are able to make will prove that yes, this person is out of that character, because covenant brings character. You understand? Covenant, it brings character, way of people live. So it's a personal thing, and I believe that I know your mother doesn't know you are a Christian now. They don't know you.
It's true.
Your father doesn't know you're a Christian now. But the point here is that a time is coming. You will stand, and because it's a change,
Yes.
moving from this covenant to the other covenant. And politically, I would try and say be more careful in the sense that it's a choice you've made. And so as you've made that particular choice, you have to consistently focus on that choice you've made and make sure that you have fully given all yourself. As I said earlier on, when covenant, it means that you ought to sacrifice yourself. Now you don't have your will any longer. That is when you realize you don't have your will any longer, that means you have a great covenant.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you so much, Daddy.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow. Thank you so much, Kola. God bless you. That was quite a revealing one. Covenant
There was
brings
somebody that was talking.
character.
Richard
Ankuma. He says, Daddy, please, I want you as a father. I admire you a lot and want to discuss something with you, sir. Please, how do I get your contact? I'm a young minister.
You can just call us right now, so that to test if the number comes. So after that, then after we finish, you can also call me.
Yes.
On that number.
The number to call is 0744-805-8842. I repeat, 0744-805-8842. I think this is a topic in its own. Covenant brings character. Covenant brings character, where the whole sacrifice and your will, everything is underneath it. You don't want to miss it. You really do not want to miss it. It's going to be happening, I repeat again, it's going to be happening at 777 Oaken Road, SE15 1NZ. I've got a few minutes to round up. So please be sure, if you have a question, be sure to send it now in the comments, or please call. You can call us. The soldiers on the line, I can see you. Thank you so much. Please give us a call. We want to hear from you. We're talking about breaking negative covenants. Be sure to share this video for me as well. God richly bless you. Please? I think that's please. Please, man of God, pray for me for a job. His name is Tumi.
Okay.
Tumi.
Okay. May the good Lord release opportunity for job in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Anyway, before our callers will call in, I think they're stalling a bit, but I have some adverts to do. I've got some adverts to make. So please, we've got a great university in Ghana. Okay. Also, the Reverend Dr. Abbeam Ampumadaso is going to be in Ghana next week, and they're going to be having a powerful program over there as well. The address to the place is off Kaswa Obom Road. If I have some soldiers, please type this up for me as I'm speaking. It's off Kaswa Obom Road, Nurses Quarters, Abbeam City. Off Kaswa Obom Road, Nurses Quarters, Abbeam City. The number to call is 0307 037090. I'll come back to that. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please, we can hear you. God bless you, darling.
Good morning. I would like to give testimony from last 3 years, I believe, of the breaking negative covenants.
Okay.
First of all, may God always be with you, Prophet Abbeam. So I had a problem with my family, which one side of my family, they are all white people, and they never accepted that my grandfather had black children.
Okay.
So when my grandfather died, the family was fighting us to get our part of inheritance.
Okay.
And through the breaking negative covenant, so one of my uncle, which is the brother of my grandfather, died, and from that time, which was after the program, the family are so open and so ready to meet us and finally accept us in the family.
Wow.
So that was testimony for breaking negative covenant three to 4 years ago.
Wow. That is amazing. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Hello, caller. Hello. We have another caller on the
Another
line.
caller, please listen to us instead of listening from the Facebook, please. Yes. Hello. Cut it.
Okay. We have a question. If I was to break a covenant, can my children rekindle it? Or once it's broken, it's broken?
We'll come back to that. Somebody else calling.
Hello, caller.
Hello, Daddy. Just want to say that God bless you for this word. Like, my eyes have officially been open. The one thing that blew my mind is how you said that we can be in a covenant and without even knowing. Like, that honestly kind of scared me. The fact that people can be in a covenant without even knowing. Like, that honestly blew my mind. And it made me think about, like, the certain things that happened in my family and how, like, you might think that certain things that happen is a coincidence, whereby it could be actually a covenant. So that honestly blew my mind. Daddy, honestly, God bless you, because this is really helping me.
Amen. God bless you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. Yes, another caller. Hello, caller. Yes, sir. Please speak to us. Please listen to us on your phone, please.
Sorry?
Hello, caller.
Listen to us from your phone. Can you hear us? Please cut it.
Sorry about that. We've just lost that caller. Yes, please. We had a question. If I was to break a covenant, can my children rekindle it, or once it's broken, it's broken?
The most serious thing is that when you are breaking a covenant, seriously, you can break it and somehow, as soon as a covenant is broken, a new covenant needs to be cut.
Okay.
Yes. So when it is broken, yes, it can affect your children. When you set a new covenant, it can affect your children. But when they have grown, you must be careful.
Okay. Hello, caller. Good morning, sir. Please, what is your name and where are you calling from?
This is Elisha.
Oh, God bless you. God bless you, Pastor Elisha. Please talk to us.
Daddy, God be with you. I thank you for the message you've been giving to us this morning. It's really, really insightful.
Amen.
But I want to know this thing. There are some covenants we came and made, we inherit through our parents, our forefathers, that we don't know the contents of the covenant. And there are some covenants we ourselves have got ourselves into. Please, how are we going to break out of those covenants we have no idea of?
You see, every covenant has a sentence. It has its consequences. As yesterday, I was saying this thing. What you can be able to do to break a covenant is one, renewing your mind.
Okay.
Deliverance.
Yes, please.
So you look at your family tree and you see that there is something they always do, and everybody does the same thing, and it is affecting them in this way. If it is affecting them positively, then it's good. But if something that is going on in their life and you can see that their lifestyle, it is bad. All the women are so beautiful, but somehow they don't get marriage. You should look at it and know that something is wrong. For you, you need to now move the way they move. Move away from them. Do you understand? If they are drunkards, all the men are drunkards, make a decision that I'm no longer going to drink. When you start doing that, automatically you're breaking yourself from the covenant.
That's right.
That is the beginning of breaking a covenant. Wow. But when you come tomorrow, I will continue and teach many of you the right way to do it.
Do not miss out tomorrow. Thank you so much, caller. God richly bless you. God richly bless you. We have a comment over here from one Nicholas. My Lord, man of God, God bless you more and long life in Jesus' name. Name is Prophet Kumchacha.
Oh, yay! My bishop, Prophet Kumchacha is watching us. God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. Wow. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much for watching us. God bless you. And I can see, Bismarck is also watching.
God bless you.
Bismarck is also watching. God bless you, Bismarck. God bless you.
To me comes again, man of God, there's too much fight in my family. Please pray for me for the family deliverance.
If you are in London, please make sure you come, and then we do pray for you. God bless you.
Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Please listen from your phone and talk to us.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, caller. Please listen from your phone and talk to us.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, listen to us from your phone and switch lower the volume of the thing off, please.
Good morning, Pastor.
Good morning.
God bless you.
Okay, thank you for your message this morning. My question is that the inheritance covenant and like the curse working together in the family, because we're a family of 7, like all our marriages are affected. How do
I would like you
one
to
work on that? I'm the only one that is now I've given my life to God, so like I'm the only one like fighting or praying for the family.
You see, the book of Acts says, save yourself from what? On towards what?
Unjust
generation. Unjust generation. So save yourself for now. Forget about other ones. But come, if you are in London, come to 777 Oak Kent Road, SC151 NZ. Come and let us pray together. And I'll give you some directions. And I'm telling you, God will help you to break it. Okay?
Amen. Thank you.
God bless
you. God bless you, Pastor.
God bless you so much. Thank you so much. We have a comment from Auntie Abna's campaign. I salute you, Doctor.
Hey!
God bless you too.
Abna, God bless you. God bless you.
Yes, I'm about to round up. I'm about to round up today's session. We've come to a close, but be sure to share the video one more time just before we lock off. Like I said, okay. God should always bless you for the good things you have been doing for us, Daddy. That is from David Danso. God richly bless you. Yes, it's going to be happening at 777 Old Kent Road, SC15 1NZ. Before I wrap up, like I said, Reverend Dr. Abbeam Ampmadas will be in Ghana very shortly. Next week going, the address for the program where it's going to be taking place also is at off Kaswa Obom Road, Nurses Quarters, Abbeam City. The number to call is 0307 037090. I repeat, this 0307 037090. God bless you so much. Also for Abbeam Market, the Abbeam Market, it is 0261159643. I repeat the number for that again. It's 0261159643. Listen, all our viewers on Abbeam Ministries on YouTube, thank you so much. And God richly bless you. And also on Facebook, God bless you. You can always go onto YouTube, Abbeam Ministries. Be sure to subscribe because there's powerful worship also that Reverend Dr. Abbeam Ampoma does. Also on YouTube. It's also on iTunes as well. It's all titled and named Abbeam Ministries. Be sure to follow the man of God on Instagram. He's on Instagram and it's at Abbeam Ampoma Dance. So on Instagram it's at Abbeam Ampoma Dance. So thank you all for joining in, and please do not forget, I'm going to tell you one more time, we're talking about breaking negative covenants, and it will be taking place at 777 Oaken Road, SE15 1NZ from tomorrow 25th at 6 p.m. sharp. I hope to see you there. God bless you so much. Thank you for joining us.